Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Washington State Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cougars' offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Beavers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. This guy's just what you're looking for. Reliable, gutty, doesn't need the spotlight, but they will need production from him in this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hatcher. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. The sure hands, it's Nolan. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. He's got his man, makes the grab, and they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's Hatcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The give to the back. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Fires to the tight end, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Going to the run, it's Hatcher. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside, it's Newberry. There's a little room there. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Voorhees. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. This time he wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking for a gap. It's Voorhees. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Hawkins. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wazoo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it hard on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Washington State! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Shoot up the big play. Nice big...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Murphy. Under fire. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete to the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. The Beavers using their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. He's gonna come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Nolan. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On the move, he fires. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Fires complete on the crosser. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. Back and forth we've gone so far. And these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch.
Loose in the middle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Beavers!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Voorhees. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground with the counter. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David.
There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
This was one of the primary storylines going into this one. How productive would these two wide receivers be? Both of them have scored touchdowns, and we have a quarter to go. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That's caught. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on the counter. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Finds his man. It's Freeman. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the defense, but I got a feeling that's not the last ball he'll throw his way.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to throw on third. Snagged out of the air. The Beavers using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll go right back to it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt.
Washington State 26, Oregon State 14.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.